Hello viewers across the world, welcome to another edition of Around the MLS here on Africa Sports Network. Yes, week 1 done and dusted. We are about entering week 2 this new season. And when you look at week 1, a lot of winners and gainers. So when I ask my audience and my viewers who they think is the biggest gainer in week 1, everybody will talk about St. Louis City because of their 3-2 away win at the Q2 Stadium against Austin Football Club. Despite that, there are other winners in week 1. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and on our social media platforms for you to enjoy our program. Houston Dynamo coach Ben Olsen held his pre-match conference, and today where he outlined all the gains and all the positives and what they've worked on ahead of their second road game against New England Revolution at the Gillette Stadium. So now we're going to go to Ben Olsen's pre-match conference ahead of that fixture. This is Houston Dynamo coach Ben Olsen. Coach, walk us through the plan for the game on the road again against New England Revolution.
Well, let me start by just kind of giving you the lay of the land here. Obviously after the game, it was still kind of a feeling of disappointment that we didn't get something out of the match, but encouragement that some of the things that we've been working on were we saw and came to fruition throughout the game, and put ourselves in at least a position to get something out of it. Now it's kind of spending the week and fine-tuning some of those some of the parts that we need to work on to get a result against New England. They're a very good team. They're well coached, and they've got real game changers. And I think they're a better team than they were last year. They've added some key pieces in their depth, and it'll be a tough match. We're gonna have some elements. It could be a snowstorm coming through New England, and it's on turf. So it'll be another challenge going away, second week in a row, but one we're very much looking forward to. And I think we have a pretty good feel for who they are, how they're going about winning games, and we have I think a good plan on how to get something out of it. Well, I think we can be cleaner in our transition moments when we do win the ball. We had enough possession and enough good attacks, playing the balls forward when we want it, to give him more success and more touches in front of goal. But that part is there. More service. We probably passed up 3 or 4 really good opportunities to get service into the box. Our numbers in the box were very good. Our average of player in the box was hit our target of where we want to be, and that 3 to 4 players per service. So that part was all there. Now it's just about delivery, whether it's a service or just being cleaner in the transition moments.
When you see Pereira kind of drift back into midfield,
it's not where we want. No, it's not where we want.
Do you want to play more as a number 9?
Yes.
Traditional number 9?
Yes, no doubt. That's been very clear over the last 6 weeks.
Like you said, you guys work on a lot of things. You are playing the way you want your number 9 to play. Despite all this, sometimes it boils down to psychology, mental, and everything. After that game at FC Cincy, I saw some body language of the players kind of disappointed at the result, having put their best foot forward in that game. How are you able to lead their spirit on, to play that clock in the evening?
Well, I have no problem with shitty body language after you lose a game, because I had it for 2 days. We're not here to lose, and be okay with it. And as long as you're understanding why and what we need to do to make sure we can reward ourselves for all the hard work and quality that we brought to that game. Again, it hasn't been an issue. It hasn't carried on. But after the game, disappointment is normal and expected. And in some ways, encouraged. You know, we don't. We should be very disappointed, and I think that's a good sign that we did enough where the players felt that we should have gotten something out of it. But it's also a mentality. To your point, we have to learn how to get results. Even when we do, reward ourselves for some of the quality chances that we had, some of the good moments in transition where we didn't get a chance, but we should have because of the lack of quality in a final ball or the quality service, or we're not running enough. One disappointing thing was the movement in behind. We didn't threaten in behind enough. Whether it was our front three, we didn't exploit the space behind consistently enough in that game, and that was disappointing. Believe in our depth, but we would like to, keep pushing that depth for sure. Brooklyn's a good young player that we're committed to bringing along as the game sees fit and the season goes. Pick up Luis Caicedo, which we think is a solid depth piece right now, who can also push for a starting spot. Thin on the outside backs. Daniel Steris right now we know we can rely on in the center back. Mikael is a guy that we believe in the future. Thor, a guy that will be back. He was coming back from some green card stuff, so he'll be eligible to play. Hopefully, Amin's day to day. We're trying to figure out what we can do with him, so he'll bring us some depth. So, in a perfect world, we're a little bit deeper than we were against Cincinnati. But yes, we're always looking to improve that, and we understand that depth is a key component to success in this league. They haven't come to me. If that was the case, I apologize. That's not a track record, certainly, that I have at DC over 10 years. We appreciate, of course, people going. Sometimes it's knowing where they are and the acknowledgement. So we'll make sure we try to solve that, because that's an important point you bring up.
Any update on injury report from the camp, like Frank Escobar, Dawson Griffin, and others?
Day to day, we're just figuring out who we got, like most teams. So I certainly don't want to tip my hat on any injuries right now. But the report is out, and we'll have enough players to field a team and compete.
What about Achara? Any update on him?
He's here in the country, and he just got here from a long journey, and it was great. He hasn't been back to see his family in quite a while before this trip. He was in college. I think it was 6 to 8 years where he didn't see his family or something. So it was a wonderful time that we were hoping to get him here earlier, but visa stuff that happens. So he made up for some time with his family, which was nice. I know he wanted to get here, just how these visa things work. So it'd be nice to get him in training full time, but I don't anticipate him being on this trip. It's too soon. He's had too much travel, and we have to assess his fitness levels to make sure when he does hit this team, he's set up to succeed.